graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
There we go. Hello, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got another Phillies game going on today as they look to try to get their 10th win in a row. And they will have to face the Oakland Athletics, and they will try, the Athletics, excuse me, and they will try to get a sweep. My TV, for some reason, is not working for a second, so I gotta unplug it, I think. So I will be right back. I'll unplug the cable. I'm going to plug it back in. For some reason, it just stopped, so I got to take care of that. But I will see you guys really, really soon. And, yeah, we will get started with Phillies baseball. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, we're back. There we go. Good stuff. All right, so the Phillies are taking on the Athletics. And again, their starting lineup, we'll get into that right now. They have Jesus Luzardo first and foremost on the mound. And they'll be going up against Gunnar Hoglund. And we'll get into the pitching matchups in just a little bit. But the Phillies starting lineup, it'll be this. It'll be Bryson Stott batting in the leadoff spot. And then it's Trey Turner batting second, Bryce Harper hitting third. Fourth will be Kyle Schwarber. Fifth is Nick Castellanos. Max Kepler is batting sixth. And then seventh, it'll be JT Realmuto. Alec Bohm is hitting eighth. Ninth will be Brandon Marsh. And the pitcher for the Phillies is Jesus Luzardo. So again, the lineup for the Phillies. It's Stott, Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Kepler, Realmuto, Bohm, and Marsh. And they will be going up against Gunnar Hoglund. That is who's going to be out there on the mound today for the Athletics. Hoglund this year, 5.06 ERA, 25 years old, from Dundon, Florida. He is 1-2. He has 20 strikeouts on the season. And he will start things off by facing Bryson Stott. He's a right-handed pitcher, of course. That's why Stott is batting in the leadoff spot. So Stott is up. A's are in their gold and white uniforms. Interesting combo. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. What's up, Marco? What's going on, David? What's up, PJ? Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a fantastic day. Don't forget, tonight we got the Mets game. We're covering that game after this is done. 0-1. That's going to be taken in the dirt for a ball. We do Sunday Night Baseball on here, and we will see how the Dodgers do against the Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryson Stott. Hoglund comes set and delivers. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards shallow left center field. Who's going to get it? Soderstrom is there, makes the grab in the alleyway. And that'll bring up Trey Turner. The defense for the Athletics, Willie McIver is going to be pitching, he's going to be catching. On the mound is Gunnar Hoglund. And over at first base, you got Logan Davidson. Luis Arias is at second. Miguel Andujar is at third. And at shortstop, it's Jacob Wilson. The pitch, here it is. Fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field. And backing up is Clark over towards the warning track, and he'll make the catch just shy of the track. And there are 2 outs already. Now Bryce Harper's up. Harper has raised his batting average to 273. He was hitting just 230 2 weeks ago. And he is coming up here with 2 outs. He had a big RBI single to tie the game up last night back in the 7th. There were 5 ties in that game. The ball is 1 strike. And here's the windup in the pitch to Harper. And he swings at this one. He hits it out towards right center field. And calling off the right fielder Butler is Clark. And he'll make the catch. And so 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies. Going to the bottom of the first. I'll be right back in just a few moments. Don't go anywhere. After last night's win, says Kwan, I literally feel like a zombie today, man. So exhausted. Well, I'm hoping that the players don't feel that way, because to me, today is a test for this team in regards to their mental makeup, because I've seen them come out flat after long nights like that. So, not off to a good start, offensively speaking, but we're going to the bottom of the first. A Starkey's here. What's going on, a Starkey? Tracy is here. How's tricks, JJ? Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. I'm doing good, though. Glad I'm on the West Coast, says Dr. MP. I'm going to have to catch yesterday's game. It sounded like it was a blast. Oh, it was crazy. It was absolute madness. And again, this Athletics team is, to put it nicely, not so good. They're now 9 games under 500. But with what the Phillies were dealt with yesterday, the fact that they came back, so that was awesome. That was really cool. All right, Jacob Wilson will be batting in the leadoff spot for the Athletics. Then it's going to be Brent Rooker, Tyler Soderstrom, Miguel Andujar, Luis Arias, Logan Davidson, Lawrence Butler, and Willie McIver and Denzel Clark. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball hit out to left center field, and that one is gone. First pitch, and it's a home run by Jacob Wilson. And he just continues to have an incredible rookie season. And Luzardo throws a mistake, and the Athletics get the first punch. That was a sinker, and Wilson launched that thing 420 feet. That went over towards that back wall behind left field. And Brent Rooker is up. Rooker flied out to center in last night's game in the 11th inning, or the bottom of the 10th, and Marsh had a gun from center field to home plate to get a double play. The 1-0 pitch is down for ball 2. Luzardo comes set at the letters, kicks, deals the pitch, line drive, base hit out to left field. and Kepler bobbled it for a second on the bounce, but it didn't bounce too far away from him, and it's a single for Brent Rooker. Could have been worse. Luzardo this year with a 1.95 ERA and a 5-0 record in 60 innings. Also has 67 strikeouts. Here's the pitch to Soderstrom, left-handed hitter, and he takes it at the knees for a strike. On the defensive side of the diamond, the Phillies have JT catching behind the plate. Luzardo's on the mound, and the 0-1 is outside for a ball. Stott's at second. Harper's at first, Baumholtz at third, and Turner's at short. Out in left field, it's Kepler, the center fielder's Marsh, and the right fielder's Castellanos. Toss back to first, not in time. The 1-1 pitch to Soderstrom, and it's chopped foul towards the first base side. Tyler Soderstrom, 6 feet 2 inches tall. He's from Turlock, California. He's hitting .275. He's just 23 years old. He has 10 homers and 31 runs batted in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and here's the windup in the pitch. Strike 3 called. Luzardo gets the first out via strikeouts. Backwards K from Jesus Luzardo. Actually, sorry, it was a swing and a miss. It was a swing and a miss. I thought it was a backwards K because it looked like at the very last second he was looking, but no. Here's the pitch. Line drive hit out towards center field. That's going to drop in for a single right in front of Brandon Marsh as he plays it on a hop. Stopping at second base is Rooker. And another single allowed by Luzardo. We're going to take off the hat for a second. Sometimes I don't like the hat on. It doesn't feel as good on the hair. Let's see if maybe this works. Urias is up, and he's going to foul the pitch off. Shea Langeliers has the day off. Urias batting .261. He has 6 homers and 11 RBI. I'm impatient. I want this win so badly. I feel you on that. It was an upside-down K. 0-1 pitch. This one's popped up out over towards right center field. Stott turns over the shoulder, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Not as easy as it looked. Stott had to battle with the sun, and he had to turn around as he was going backwards and was just able to catch it for out number 2. Now he puts the sunglasses on. Here comes Davidson, who had a pinch run for Kurtz last night. As he was going on into third base, Kurtz, he was hobbling, and then Davidson was the guy that was out at the plate on the beautiful throw by Marsh. 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out towards left field. Kepler goes back towards the track. It's off the top of the wall. Another run's easily going to score. Andujar scores. Rooker's rounding third. He'll score 2. It's 3-0 on a 2-run double by Logan Davidson. And the ball is flying today for the Athletics. That pitch was also right down the middle. And if it was just a couple more inches, I think it would have went out. Here's Lawrence Butler, who did not start in last night's game. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. 3-0 Athletics, thanks to a leadoff homer by Jacob Wilson and a 2-run double by Logan Davidson, who's at second. The 1-0 on the way, high and inside for ball 2. And JT says, calm down, Luzardo, as he goes out towards the mound. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit the bell icons. What are your final score predictions? Oh, this might be GG. JK, it's just not looking good. Lawrence Butler is on a 7-game hitting streak, and during that time, he's 10 for 29 with 7 extra base hits. 2 away, bottom of the first, 3-0 Athletics in the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Luzardo's been great overall. He's allowed a clunker every once in a while. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. This one's bounced towards the middle. Stott plays it on a hop, and sidearm throw to first on the run is in time. And so it's 3-0 Athletics. And we are going to the top of the second. Schwarber, Castellanos, and Kepler are coming up. Kepler has to get to that ball. I assume he didn't. He couldn't see the ball. Yeah. Starkey says I'm going to go 9-5. Dr. MP says 12-2. 12-2 Athletics, because it's already 3-0. Standout player of the game. So my score prediction is I'm going with 8-6 Phillies. 8-6. I might be a little bit optimistic here, but I do think that they will tack on this Athletics bullpen. Just got to get to them. 8-6 Phillies is my final score prediction, and my player of the game is Bryce Harper. That's who my player is. I'm going to go with Bryce. We're going to the top of the second. Phillies have a 3-0 deficit that they're going to have to overcome. Kyle Schwarber is going to be leading it off for the Phillies. Don't forget, folks, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. It's free. And we go on for every Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. We also are doing the Sunday night game. Mets are taking on the Dodgers. Dr. MP says, sorry, 12-3 Phillies. 12-3. Okay. I still can't get over that Marsh throw. Everybody in the chat, and rightfully so, was like so frustrated. The pitch, it's outside for a ball. My favorite thing though is when you have a lot of people criticizing you and it just works out. 1-0 pitch. It was outside, but it's a called strike. I can't believe that it worked out that way. 1 ball, 1 strike to Kyle Schwarber. And here's the windup and the pitch. It's high for ball 2. It was a slider at 92 miles per hour. Gunnar Hoglund takes the hill for the second inning. It's Kyle Schwarber's home run from last night's game. It was a beautiful swing. That was just the second tie of the game. 2-1. That's in there for strike 2. Hoglund gets set at the letters. Gets the signs. And fires, and it misses down. Let's try to get to 5,900 subs today, folks. Let's get to 5,900. Three-two pitch to Schwarber, and he stays alive. Just fouled off the changeup. Athletics are on an 11-game losing streak. 3-2 pitch. Another foul ball from Kyle Schwarber. 11 games. Their last win was against the Dodgers. And that's when they won 11-1. It was on May 13th. 3-2 pitch to Schwarber, and that's fouled in and out of the glove of the catcher, Willie McIver. And Schwarber stays alive. If you look at the AL West standings, as the 3-2 is up high for ball 4, and a 9-pitch at-bat for Kyle, and he gets on with a walk. In the AL West, the A's are 8 games behind the Mariners, who lead the division. Mariners are 29-22. The Astros are 27-25. They're 2.5 games behind Seattle. Angels are right there. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. But they're 4 games in back of Seattle, and Texas is 5. It's a pretty close race. Here comes Casty, and he looks at a pitch that sails outside for ball 1. Casty's average sits at 275. He has 4 homers and 29 RBI. And the 1-0 is down low and away for ball 2. Hoglund has thrown 3 straight balls in a row. Casty's second on the team in hits, behind Trey Turner. 2-0 pitch, and that's outside again for ball 3. But he's tied for first on the team in doubles. He's tied with Bryce, who is 13. 3-0 pitch to Casty, and that's a fastball painted on the outside edge for strike 1. The pitch, low again for ball 4, and back-to-back walks for the Phils. Here comes Max Kepler. Okay, here we go. And timeout called. McIver is going to talk with Hoglund here. Schwarber at second, Castellanos at first. Charge! A golden opportunity for the Phillies to try to get some runs here. Phillies do have the best record in baseball. They're 34-18. The Tigers are 34-20. Here comes Kepler. Red batting gloves, first pitch to Max. He pops this one up. It's a foul ball, thank goodness, behind the plate. Kepler had an incredible swing last night. It was the first pitch that he saw was a fastball right down the middle. It was his pitch. It was at 101 miles per hour, and he just belted that thing out of here. 0-1. It's down for a ball. That was to tie the game back in the 9th inning off of Mason Miller. One ball, one strike. Traffic on the bases for the Phils. Hoglund stares back at second. Now back to the plate. Here's the 1-1. It's bounced foul towards the first base side. Crazy part is that it went on the roof of the bullpen, and Miller knew that that was a goner. Nobody out. 2 on in the top of the second. Phillies have a 3-0 deficit. And the 1-2 to Kepler. And it's popped foul again, out of play. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons, folks. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. Hoglund will get set from the stretch again. But before that, Kepler says timeout. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock. Hoglund getting ready to fire. As he gets set, kicks, deals, and it's down. That changeup missed. Two balls, two strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock, and here's the 2-2. Good eye by Max, and the count is full. Hoglund went to Ole Miss and played for the Rebels. From Port Richey, Florida. 3-2 pitch. This one's fouled off. That's where he went to high school. He went to Dayspring Academy. They don't have any athletic teams there, so he actually ended up playing baseball for a high school in Hudson, Florida. 3-2 pitch to Kepler. Another foul ball. Good battle here. And the 9th pitch coming on up. Was drafted by the Blue Jays back in the first round as the 19th overall pick in the 2021 draft. 3-2 pitch outside for ball 4, and the Phillies walk the bases loaded. All right, so still nobody out. And that'll put Schwarber at third and Casti at second. A timeout taken on the mound here. Scott Emerson is going to have a conversation with Hoglund. There we go. Y'all, if you like this content, please be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell to get all the Philly calls. Otherwise, JJ will show the bats as a Starkey. Here comes JT, and the first pitch is in there for a strike at the knees, according to Roberto Ortiz. It was a good pitch. Phillies don't have any hits, but they have bases loaded in the top of the second, all thanks to 3 straight walks by Gunnar Hoglund. 0-1 pitch. It's down for a ball. And 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. Charge! Absolutely, Quan. I'm with you. The 1-1 pitch to JT. There's a bouncing ball hit over to shortstop. The tag to second. There's one. The throw to first in time. The Phillies do get a run home, though. It's not an RBI by JT, but he does hit into a 6-3 double play. But the Phillies do get a run. It's now 3-1 Athletics. And there's a runner on at third. 6-3 double play. And here comes Bohm. The windup in the pitch. And Bohm fouls that one off of his foot. Alec is on a 6-game hitting streak. And during the hitting streak, he has 2 homers. 0-1 pitch. A sweeper that tails outside. Phillies have a 17-10 record on the road. 1 ball, 1 strike to Alec Bohm. The windup and the pitch, and Bohm flies this one out towards right center field. He throws the bat away. Center fielder Denzel Clark's there, makes the grab, and the Phillies do get a run as JT grounds into a double play with the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the second, though. Phillies do cut the deficit to 2. Okay. Chip away. Fun fact, all of JT's RBIs this year have come when grounding into double plays. Well, the funny part is, Larry, is that if you ground into a double play, it's not an RBI. It's not an RBI. If you ground into a double play, it's not statistically listed as an RBI. I don't know if you knew that. Which I think is an interesting rule. But that's counted as a rule. But yet again, a pitcher can lose the lead and give up 5 runs, and then in the bottom half of the next inning, the team could win it, and that pitcher gets the win. You know? It's weird. Larry says, oh yeah, I forgot. Isn't that weird, though? Isn't that really odd when you think about that? Like, you can give up 5 runs. It could be a 5-0 game in the top of the 9th, and then a relief pitcher gives up 5 runs, and your team can walk it off in the next inning, and yet the pitcher gets the win. Doesn't make sense. Post Malone, Jelly Roll, and Chandler Walter were performing at the bank last night. I'd like to see Post in concert. I wouldn't mind it. McIver comes up, and the first pitch is outside for a ball. This is Willie McIver. Bottom of the second, 3-1 Athletics. And here's the windup and the pitch. It was a little bit outside, but Luzardo gets a strike called there. We got Knicks Pacers tonight at 8 o'clock. McIver making his major league debut. And the 0-1 pitch, it's grounded out to short. And the throw over to first is in time. J Reps is terrible music. What do you mean terrible music? You can get a blown save and a win. Yeah. In the same outing. Doesn't make sense. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch is on the outside corner for a strike. And apparently interference is not considered to be an error. 1-1. That's outside for ball 2. But also a wild pitch is not an error either. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here's the windup in the pitch. This is inside for ball 3. This is Denzel Clark pitching. Or up to bat, I should say. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Post Malone is great, yeah. I like Post. Payoff pitch. Foul ball. Oh, J Reps is terrible music, meaning Post. You don't like Post? Three balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch. There's a ground ball. Backhanded by Turner. He picks it up, throws it over to first. Nice play by Harper on the receiving end. And there's out number 2. The throw was low. And Harper was able to just catch it before it bounced in the dirt. But a passed ball was an error, right? No. That's not an error either. Doesn't make sense. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. It's better than pre-Malone. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch, that's up high for a ball at 97 miles per hour. 3-1 Athletics. Jacob Wilson's up. He had his first career leadoff homer off of Luzardo, and he rips this one foul. Just an incredible rookie season for Jacob Wilson. He's 4th in the league in batting average, sitting .342. Launched his 6th homer and his 28th RBI. And then Logan Davidson at a 2-run double. 1-2 pitch, backhanded by Stott. The throw over to first is not in time. Stott sort of fumbled for a second, or stumbled, I should say, and fell. But he had to throw it on the run over to first, and he lost his footing as he barehanded it, and he threw it over to first. It was a good try, but it shouldn't have come to that type of a play. Bottom of the second, 2 outs. And a runner on at first. They do call it a hit. Here's Brent Rooker. And Rooker takes low for a ball. Rooker has 12 homers this year. He had a home run to give the Athletics the lead in the bottom of the 8th yesterday. He thought that would put the Phillies to bed. It did not. 2 balls, no strikes. And the 2-0, ground ball, sliding stop by Turner, and he'll throw it over to first, and Rooker beats out the throw. Back-to-back infield singles. Turner had the spin, turn, throw over to first. That was actually a nice play by Trey. And now traffic on the bases. And Soderstrom is due up next. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. The pitch, swing and a miss. Still can't believe last night's game. Gonna watch the highlights with my mom in a little. I gotta cut calls from that game. I didn't get a chance to do it. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I gotta cut that Brandon Marsh throw. I just haven't had time. 0-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. And Luzardo gets out of the jam. Going to the top of the third. 3-1 Athletics. Good evening, everyone. JJ, I missed the last couple innings last night as I crashed. It was nice to see another comeback win when I'm in LA, when I'm in La La Land. Come on, Bats, let's go. Yeah. How often did you see Rollins make that play and get the out? Yep. You're right. Just thinking about that. Honestly, the other person that makes that play too, even though he didn't have a good bat at all, Freddie Galvis. Freddie Galvis makes that play too. Freddie Galvis' defense, I think, was actually up there with Jimmy Rollins. I think Rollins gets the edge, but Galvis' defense, I think, was underrated. We criticized his bat a lot. But Galvis had a very good defensive glove at short. That was literally the game saver for the Phillies. Who in their right mind would intentionally walk Wilson to face Rooker? to load the bases. I understand that first base, well, no, first base wasn't even open. It was first and third. First and foremost, Casty should have caught that ball in right field. And luckily enough, Kurtz slipped, and he didn't go home. So you had runners on in first and third, and also they couldn't make a bunt to start off that ninth inning from Clark. I think Clark was the one who tried to bunt a couple of times, and it was fouled. And then they walked the bases loaded, and now you're telling Orion you can't give up a fly ball, a deep fly ball. You can't give up a walk, and you can't give up. You don't really have a lot of leeway at all. And he was down in the count, 3-1. They were down to their final ball. 1-0 pitch. Their backs were literally on the wall. 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. And the windup and the pitch from Hoglund. That's taken for strike 2. Here's Marsh, the man of the hour, and the 1-2 pitch fouled away. If that fly ball was hit like an inch further back, Davidson would have been safe. 1-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out towards right center field. That's going to hit off the top of the wall. Brandon Marsh will head on over to second base as the throw is cut off. And Marsh starts off the third with a leadoff double. There you go, Brandon. And that's the first hit of the ball game for the Phils. It's an extra base hit. 1 foot in the grave, and the other on a banana peel. Yeah. Yep, you're right. They had to walk the plank, but they escaped the plank. The pitch. It's inside and low for a ball to Bryson Stott. Larry, my favorite comment last night was yours when you said, who had game-saving play in your bingo cards last night? The 1-0 pitch. That's a called strike on the upper tier of the zone. What was your reaction when you saw Marsh make that throw? One 1-1 pitch to Stott. There's a fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field. That'll be caught by Clark. It's hit sharply just right at him. Marsh does tag up from second, goes over to third. Didn't even see that coming. But Marsh playing small ball. Earlier in the game, Rojas threw an 11 hopper to home. Yeah. 1 out, top of the third. And Trey Turner is up with a runner at third. The windup and the pitch. And the sweeper again is way outside. Oilers lead it 2-0 in their game. And loving the Stanley Cup playoffs. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. I love those plays. It was a fist pumper. It was. And it was a perfect throw. A perfect one-hop throw. And all JT had to do was catch it and swipe in one motion. And he was just out. 1-1. That's down for ball 2. Yes. Bottom of the 10th, yeah. 2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Trey. Ground ball, base hit, back up the middle. And the Phillies cut the deficit to 1 as Marsh scores. Attaboy, Trey. Here comes Bryce Harper to the plate. And the pitch to Harper. Foul ball. The Kepler swing was awesome against Mason Miller. That was awesome. But even Kyle Schwarber, when he had the double and went to third because of the interference, that was a great play. And then he tied up from third and ran for his life to home on that sac fly. That was great, too. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to left field. And there to make the grab is Soderstrom for out number 2. My favorite play ever was Trio's relay throw home in the 1980 NLCS. That was awesome. Schwarber's hustle to the plate when he pumped his fist was awesome. That's right, DF. Ken Kraft 500. Pitch, and that's outside for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. George! 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Mine is Chase Utley's fake throw to first. The snake eyes throw, as I call it. That was in the World Series. That was mine. That's probably second for Larry. 1-1. That's down and inside for ball 2. Rojas' catch off of Acuna with the bases loaded in the NLDS a couple years ago, that was incredible too. Can't lie. That diving catch was something. Stop giving me goosebumps. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schwarber's up. 2 away, top of the third. Phillies down 3-2 with the pitch to Kyle. That's a foul ball. Larry said, oh, I like that one too. Tell John to turn the phone off and turn it back on. Or YouTube might be on mute. Yeah. The pitch. That's a foul ball. Larry said, oh, I like that one too. Yeah. Rojas' diving catch against Acuna, that took the heart and souls out of the Braves in that 8th inning. 2-2 pitch. Foul ball. Two balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber, and he just stays alive. Phillies playing small ball is welcomed. Previously, they were too reliant on the long ball. Leading off at first is Trey. And the 2-2 pitch. Wow. That's a ball in the eyes of Roberto Ortiz. That was at the knees. 3-2 pitch. And that's on the inside corner for a called strike 3. And Schwarber said, darn it. I fooled him once. I couldn't fool him again. We're going to the bottom of the third. The Phillies do get a run back on an RBI single by Trey Turner. They'll be back. They're down 3-2. Rojas throwing up an X after that catch while jumping around with Marsh was icing on the cake. It was. It was. Can't lie. You remember the exact play that I'm talking about, too, with the Acuna's hit. JJ, any chance that you're going to go to a game this year? Would love to hang out and meet you. Yeah, I want to do a meet and greet. I do. I want to do a meet and greet. Probably in either late August or early September is when I'm probably going to try to go to a game. And do like a little tailgate. Maybe when the Mets come to town. I don't know. I have to look at the schedule. But I would like that. Brian's here. What's going on, Brian? Folks, make sure you guys hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons, too. I'll have like a little table. I'll do autographs. That type of stuff. Maybe I'll ask him if he wants to come. That might be kind of cool, actually. Yeah. 222 people on here tuning on in. Wow. On Sunday afternoon at 4:05. Holy cow. I'm surprised about that. 222 people tuning on in. 64 likes. Let's keep going, man. The pitch. There's a pop-up in foul ground. Harper gives it a look. Does he have room? He does. And makes the grab. One pitch, one away. There we go. It's nice to listen, but rather watch games. That makes sense. I don't blame you. I like listening. I also like watching, too. But me personally, I know I'm a weird one. I'd rather, when it comes to baseball, I'd rather listen to it live than watch. I mean, I'll watch it. But I truly mean that. I love listening to baseball on the radio. The pitch. It's taken for a ball. One ball, no strikes. The pitch. It's in there for a strike. Would get out the Arcos sometimes and would just put the radio app on or the iPod and would listen to it when I was walking in between classes during the game in the afternoon. That was a vibe. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the third, 1 out. And the pitch, there's a ground ball. Slow roller hit over to third base. Boom. We'll throw it over to first, and it's in time. And Arias is retired. Just put on Fransky. Oof. Nothing better. I prefer listening to a good call myself, this coin case. The pitch. That's in there for a strike. If you pay for my flight up there, I'll be your personal security. Appreciate you. The pitch. The ball is 1 strike, and the next one is swung on and missed. When you listen, it gives the dimension of your imagination. It does. It does, but as the 0-2 is going to be grounded over towards the left side of the mound, Luzardo gets over to it, and he's just going to have to eat it up. And that was the right decision. So Davidson does get an infield single. That's the 3rd infield single that the A's have had in their last 2 innings. But going back to that comment, yeah, you know, you put it in your head, but also, you know, you're not focusing as much on your visual senses. So I think to me, like, I can close my eyes and just focus more on my hearing and get my creativity out there, you know? It's just a different way to consume it. 2 gone, bottom of the third. Athletics lead it 3-2. Luzardo comes set and fires. Butler will ground this one over to shortstop. Turner with a sidearm throw after he backhanded it over to first base, and it was another careless throw by Trey, honestly. And Harper was able to make the catch again before it even went into the ground. Man. We're going to the top of the fourth. Harper, I have to tell you, I know that Jack said last night that, can we say that Harper's not elite at first base? I'm sorry, some of these throws are awful from Trey and from Bohm. And the way that he digs it out, the way that he just, spreads his legs out over at first base, makes it look easy for a guy that's not a natural first baseman. So, I don't know, I'm thinking you wanted to say cognitive. Yeah, cognitive thinking. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. JJ, in my school, we're not allowed to take our phones. We're not allowed to take our phones or our phones, and they block live streams. So I have to follow the MLB website. You don't have the Odyssey app? You don't have the Odyssey app? Tune into the game on WIP. He's not as good at fielding or throwing to second or home. Yeah. Harper bails out these guys. Trey and Bohm are the more egregious defender. Phillies defense really is an eyesore. Lardon, what's going on, Lardon? Is Bryce Harper a Hall of Famer? Not yet. The pitch. That's on the outside corner for a strike. In my opinion, not yet. Probably according to the general public, yes. 0-1. And that's chopped foul towards the third base side. This is Nick Castellanos up, facing Gunnar Hoglund. Casty walked in the second. And the 0-2. And this one's poked towards the right side. Arias gets down on one knee, plays it on a hop, throws it over to first, and there's one out. Is Harper a future Hall of Famer? In my opinion, yeah. I just don't think he's... He's on his way, yes. Well on his way. Here's the windup in the pitch, and it's taken for a strike. Oh, 1 foul ball. I will say this. If Harper, let's just say that the Phillies do get to the World Series and he doesn't play well, but they win, regardless, just because Bryce got there and got the ring, that gets him in. Oh, 2 pitch. Foul ball. The ball's 2 strikes to Max Kepler. And Kepler swings and fouls it off. Oh, look, another battle from behind, says John. 65 pitches for Hoglund. 0-2 delivery, another foul ball. Kepler worked up a 9-pitch at bat in his first plate appearance and got on with a walk. He's battling gear. 1 away in the top of the 4th. Phillies trail 3-2. And timeout called for the Athletics, and they're going to have a mound visit with McIver and Hoglund. The Athletics put up all 3 of their runs in the bottom of the first. It all started off with a leadoff homer by Jacob Wilson. And then Logan Davidson a 2-run double to make it 3-0. Phillies then got a run back as JT grounded into a double play with the bases loaded. And then Trey Turner had an RBI single in the 3rd inning. The double play was in the 2nd. The pitch is inside and low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gunner gets set and delivers, and the pitch is low at 95. Brady's here. How you doing, Brady? 2-2 pitch to Kepler, and he smokes it foul. Hit the like button and pay the man the respect that he deserves. Two-two pitch. There's a ground ball pulled over towards the right side. Second baseman picks it up and throws it over to first in time for out number 2. Here comes JT. And the first pitch to JT is way inside for a ball. You're the GOAT with no quiz. Thank you. 1-0 pitch. Fly ball hit out towards right field. It's going back just in front of the track. And Butler's there. Has room. Makes the grab. And there's out number 3. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. JJ brings out the bat once more. Got me to become a subscriber. What did the BW say? Some type of tactics? I forget what the exact terminology was. It's great. Yeah. Water. It's good for the soul. That's what this game is brought to you by. H2O. We're in the bottom of the 4th now, or we're heading to the bottom of the 4th, I should say. It's time for On This Day in Phillies History, guys. On this day in Phillies history. Today is May 25th. May 25th, man. So, on May 25th in 1922, listen to this. Philly pitcher Bill Hubble suffers a skull fracture and a concussion when he is hit with a ball off the bat of Brooklyn Dodgers player Tom Griffith. He was then back pitching within a month. There was a guy that was named Homer Peel. I didn't know this. In 1929. And on this day in 1929, Homer Peel hits into a triple play against Brooklyn. And exactly 1 week earlier, Lefty O'Doul had hit into a triple play when Brooklyn was visiting the Baker Bowl. In 1951 on this day, Willie Mays made his major league debut against the Phillies. Guess how he did. Guess how he did. The pitch, ground ball, hit over to third. And the throw over to first in time for out number 1. I'll take a couple of guesses. What was his stat line offensively? Anybody want to guess what his stat line was against the Phillies in his major league debut? The pitch to Clark. 2 for 4. Nope. Denzel Clark is up. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is in there for a strike. 3 for 4. 0 for 5. 0 for 5 he was in his major league debut, and that happened to be against the Phillies. One ball, 2 strikes. One out, bottom of the 4th, and the pitch. And that's down for a ball. 0 for 5. The Phillies made him go 0 for 5 in his debut. That guy's a Hall of Famer. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? The pitch was high. No swing. Luzardo comes set at the belt. Kicks. Fires. And a fly ball hit out to right field. It's hooking foul. And it goes into the lawn. It's a foul ball. Three-two pitch, swing and a miss. Clark looked absolutely foolish on that swing as the pitch was way outside, and he just waved the bat like it was a wand and missed everything. It was nothing but air. Yeah. Here comes Wilson. Takes the pitch outside for a ball. Today is also the 14-year anniversary where the Phillies beat the Reds 5-4 in 19 innings, and Wilson Valdez came on in to pitch. He was the first position player to start the game in the field and earn a win as a pitcher since Babe Ruth did it in 1921. I remember that game. I was in 7th grade. The 1-1 that's taken for ball 2. I had a math teacher. And he was the baseball coach. And he was really strict. But man, he loved his baseball. And he loved talking to me about baseball. And he could not stop talking about that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's up high for ball 3. On deck is Brent Rooker, who's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and a run scored. 3-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 4. And Wilson gets on for the 3rd time today with a walk. What's it going to cost for the Phillies to get Jacob Wilson? There's Brent Rooker. First pitch. He dodges out of the way. It's way up high and inside. One-0 pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. Bone backhands it, throws it over to first, and it's in time for out number 3. We're heading to the top of the 5th. 3-2 is the score. Athletics have the lead. Bohm, Marsh, and Stoddard coming up. What's everybody's opinion about the Ghost Runners? Well, I'm happy that you brought this up. My opinion kind of changed last night. I'm not telling you that I love it. But the one thing that I think baseball wanted with the Ghost Runner was they wanted for there to be more action. And they wanted the games, they wanted the games to get over earlier. And they thought that, well, if the pitch clock wasn't enough, if the mound visits limiting that wasn't enough, and the disengagements. Let's do this as an insurance policy. I will tell you what. I'll tell you something. I'm not a fan of the ghost runners. But Brandon Marsh and the Phillies aren't in that situation, and we're not feeling that electric last night. We're not feeling that good about ourselves if there was no ghost runner. Because none of that excitement would have happened. That's the truth. That is the truth. We don't get that bases loaded with nobody out scenario. And we don't get that throw. So, that was exciting. And I'm just making the point, and I'm saying that does not happen with the zombie runner. Doesn't happen with that. So I do think that you're getting more action, but it still doesn't feel. It still doesn't feel like it's fully extra inning baseball. Does that make sense? 1 ball, no strikes to Alec Bohm as we start off the top of the 5th. And here's the windup in the pitch. It looked like it was in there for a strike, but it's a called ball. Then why not have a ghost runner in every inning? More excitement, right? That's fair. That's fair. You're right. 2-0 pitch. And that's a foul ball. I'm not telling you I like it. Because personally, I don't. But it's just interesting to think about when you think about the throw that Marsh made last night and the play that happened. We don't get that feeling if it weren't for that. The pitch. There's a leadoff single by Alec Bohm as he slices it out to center field. And the tying runs over at first base. Nice swing by Bohm. That's like football starting on the 50-yard line. That's a really good comparison. It is. That's a really good comparison. I like that a lot. You have a shorter field to start off the game or to start off overtime. Yeah. JJ, I agree. That was awesome. It was. I'm not telling you that I like it, but it definitely did keep you on your toes. Oh, 1 pitch. It's down for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Marsh. Line drive, base hit out to left field, under the glove of the third baseman. And the left fielder, Soderstrom, gets over to it. Bohm stops at second. And the top of the lineup coming up for the Phils. There we go. All righty. The tying runs in scoring position. That was a screamer that was hit right past Andujar, and there was no chance that he was going to get that ball. Nobody out. 2 runners on. And starts up. First pitch to Bryson, and he stares at the changeup in there for strike 1. Is Trey playing third for the A's? You mean Bohm? Because every time Bohm tries to dive, he misses it. 0-1 pitch. Outside for ball 1. He needs to move to second. He needs to move to outfield. That's why I said, what's it going to take to get Jacob Wilson at short? 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. I appreciate that, Joe. Thank you. What's going on, Joe? Happy to see you. Third baseman playing away from the line. 1-2 pitch up high. Middle infielder is back up the middle. Phillies today 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryson Stott. Bohm at second, Marsh at first, and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Fly ball hit out towards right center field. Not that deep. Who's going to get it? Clark is there, makes the catch. Bohm tags up from second, heads over to third. Marsh stays at first. The throw is made over to second, and a productive out for Bryson Stott. And Alec Bohm playing small ball. Wow, I didn't know if that was going to be deep enough for Bohm to go over to third, but Bohm, who doesn't have a lot of speed, able to hustle. And Trey Turner is up. One away in the top of the fifth. Turner made it a 1-run deficit as he got an RBI single his last time up. And he stares at strike one. Hoglund still pitching. 0-1 is the count to Turner. His average at 306. The 0-1, low and inside for ball one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. What's our like to viewer ratio, mods? Hoglund in a pickle. 1-1 pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out towards center field. Will this be deep enough to score? Let's see. Clark's there, makes the grab. Bohm's going to tag up from third. The throw to the plate is not in time. It's cut off by the pitcher, and Trey Turner ties the game on a sac fly. Attaboy, Trey. And good job by Bohm. For him to tag up, go over to third on the fly out by Stott, and come home on a medium depth fly ball. Good job. Here comes Bryce Harper at the plate. And Harper takes a sinker outside for ball one. The second RBI today for Trey Turner. 1 ball, no strikes to Bryce Harper. The windup, the pitch, fouled back towards the screen. Let's go, Phils. 291 people in here, 94 likes. Let's keep the likes coming. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the fifth. The 1-1 pitch upstairs for ball 2. Let's go, chat. Charge! Third base is wide open. Third baseman's playing over at short. They are shifted towards the right side, playing Harper to pull. The 2-1 pitch, it's popped up behind home plate. Can the catcher get there? Does he have enough room? He does not. It goes into the second row. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit that subscribe button. 290 people tuning on in. Same thing with that second inning. Same thing with that second inning. They had bases loaded. They walked the bases loaded, and JT grounded into the double play. They could have gotten more runs there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Harper, swing and a miss on a fastball at the eye level. And Harper shakes his head, goes back to the dugout, and we're going to the bottom of the fifth. The Phillies do tie the knot, though, 3-3 on a sac fly by Trey Turner. We're going to the bottom of the fifth, folks. Okay. Still can't believe JT missed a pop-up last night. I still can't believe that Bryce Harper and JT missed a pop-up last night. And then Turner had 2 errors at short. I can't believe that JT missed a pop-up. Bryce Harper missed a pop-up on foul balls. And the Phillies won the game. With bases loaded in the bottom of the 10th with nobody out. They still won. Like, what? Hit that like button for JJ. $2 super chat from Vit to Brick. Appreciate you. I can't believe we won with such a terrible defense. I can't believe Mason Miller blew a save. And I can't believe Brandon Marsh made an incredible throw. And Kyle Schwarber had this 2-run double and then scored on a sac fly that wasn't really hit that deep. Yeah. I don't know how they pulled it out. You play that game 10 times. That was kind of like you play that game 10 times and they lose that game 9.99 times out of 10. Here's Luzardo. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Thank you so much again for the $2 super chat. Soderstrom's up. And the pitch, 0-1. And the next pitch is in there for a strike. Would you take Soderstrom? If the Athletics shopped him, would you take him? Because I think I would. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 1. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Tyler Soderstrom. One away, bottom of the 5th. And the pitch to Andujar. It's low for a ball. Can't believe we were credited with 3 errors, and that was a vast undercount. And then your pinch hitting center fielder who struggled at the plate saved you the game. Miguel Andujar's up. 2 balls, no strikes. Luzardo kicks, fires. The pitch was outside, but he gets a gift. It's a strike. 3-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Andujar is up. And the 2-1 delivery. Foul ball. Today's Dave Hollins' birthday. Wow. Happy birthday to Dave Hollins. Born in 1966. Two balls, 1 strike in the pitch. Foul ball. Here's the windup in the pitch. Foul ball. Anybody remember Bud Harrelson? Anybody remember that name? Bud Harrelson. Two balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Andujar in the box. Luzardo kicks, fires the pitch. Swing and a miss. Jesus Luzardo, besides the first inning, he's been spectacular today. And there's 2 outs. Well, the reason why I ask if you remember Bud Harrelson is because the Phillies signed him 45 years or 46 years ago on this day. Two outs, the pitch popped up towards straightaway center field. Marsh is there. makes the grab, and we're going to the top of the sixth. It's 3-3 out in Sacramento. Phillies are coming back up. Harrelson, if you also remember, after he retired as a player, he was a coach for the '86 Mets team. And he was also manager of the Mets in 1990 and 1991. He actually did pass away last year at the age of 79. It was on January 11th. Two-time All-Star, two-time World Series champion. One, of course, as a player with the Mets, and the other one as a coach. Harrelson and Pete Rose had an infamous fist fight at second base once. That was Game 3 of the NLCS in 1973. That was the biggest in baseball history, they say. It's cool. They say in this Yahoo Sports article that Pete Rose felt no ill will toward Bud after their famous fight in the 1973 NLCS. That's what he said to the to one of the news stations. It actually left Harrelson with a bruise above his eye. Harrelson got the last laugh, though, as the Mets won the game 9-2 in the series in 5 games. The pitch is in there for a strike to Kyle Schwarber. Kyle's up. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss on a curveball at 73 miles per hour. Hogan Harris is on in relief for Gunnar Hoglund. Oh, 2. That's up high for a ball. One ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber. It's low and outside for ball 2. "108 likes. Let's get to 300. 2-2 pitch. Up high for ball 3. The payoff pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. And there's 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Oof. Excuse me. Here's Nick Castellanos, and he swings and misses at the changeup. It was a little bit outside. After the game, we are going on for Dodgers-Mets. That's the Sunday night baseball game. Hope to see you all there. Oh, 1 pitch. The Casty will ground this one to shortstop. Wilson has it, throws it over to first, fires a strike, and there's out number 2. Hit that like button. Let's get to 5,900 subs. Here's Max Kepler. And the pitch is a four-seamer at 93 miles per hour. Hogan Harris, a left-handed pitcher who's 28 years old. 0-1's popped up in foul ground. On the run is McIver, and he makes the catch as he takes off the mask. And we're going to the bottom of the sixth. 1, 2, 3 go the Phils. Be right back in just a few moments. Davidson will lead it off when we return. Folks, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you will know when we go live for Phillies baseball, Sixers basketball, and Eagles football as well. This bat's awesome. Yes. Let's put it down. All right. We're in the bottom of the sixth. In the pitch, this one's grounded towards the left side, and it's a foul ball. The bat. Beware the bat. 0-1 is the count to Davidson. And the pitch, it's outside for a ball. That's where somebody needs to edit that for me and just make that a meme. The one earlier was great because I had a serious face. 1-1 pitch. It's in there for strike two. Davidson today, 2 for 2. Luzardo gave up 3 runs in the first. Ever since then, he's been magnificent. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Jesus Luzardo is on fire. 6 strikeouts. I can make a gif of that. Please do. The one from earlier was awesome. Here's Lawrence Butler, and he takes the pitch down for a ball. What's up, Thomas? Butler today 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That was a beautiful sweeper. Starkey, drop your link down below. I don't know if you're still here. Did a Luzardo start? Lizard. 1-1. It's outside for a ball. Luzardo. That's funny. Yes, he did. He has 79 pitches. 2 balls, 1 strike. Luzardo kicks, fires the pitch. There's a 98-mile-per-hour fastball that swung on and missed. 98? And we're in the bottom of the 6th. Whew. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The windup, the next pitch. Another swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luzardo. 7 chairs, rack 'em up. He could strike out the side. That would be awesome. Bottom of the 6th. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Foul ball. Gave up 3 and then settled in, I guess. Yeah. Bang! As Mike Green would say. Or Mike Breen. Basketball announcer. 0-1 pitch. It was outside, but it's called strike 2. And McIver was chirping at Ortiz. Luzardo starts his windup and fires. And it's high at 97. Still throwing gas. It's just crazy. One-two pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. 98 again. And he strikes out the side and gets a 1-2-3 inning. We're going to the top of the 7th, folks. 3-3. Jesus Luzardo. Let's go. Did you hear about that O'Neal Cruz home run earlier today? No, I saw that he had a multi-homer game a couple of days ago. But no, I did not hear about that home run. It says that it was 123 miles per hour. Off the bat. He's a good player, too. He's got to go one more inning. The bullpen is worn out. Yeah. I'm with you there. But Strom didn't pitch yesterday. And Romano did not pitch. Record-setting exit velo. Yeah. That's what it said. I'll have to watch the highlight. You know, the one thing I don't like now, and I know I just did it, but sometimes, like when you because you see these things, because you see certain things happen, you know, it doesn't really make it as exciting because you know what's coming when you read about it or when somebody else tells you. It's like not. Sometimes it still is as exciting, but I don't know. I didn't mean to really get into this convo, but sometimes there's just times where you hear about something and it's like, what's going on? And you know what happened. Here's the pitch to JT. There's a line drive hit out to center field on the run to make the diving catch is Clark. And JT gets robbed on a base hit. I thought it was a replay. That was not my imagination. That was in real time. A line out to center. And that's how we start off the 7th. Here's the pitch. It's a 93-mile-per-hour pitch. It's in there for a strike. The ball is 1 strike. The pitch is down for a ball. One ball, 1 strike. And there's the windup and the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2. One-two pitch, line drive, foul ball. And Steve, I didn't mean that as a shot at you. I was just saying that you just made me think about, like, you know, sometimes that happens, you know. I did not mean that as a shot or an insult at all. Tell that to DD, yeah. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. It's played on the bounce. The throw over to first is in time. 2 outs. The pitch to Brandon Marsh. That's a foul ball. JJ, you malicious beast. No, et tu, Brute. No. 1-1 pitch. That's fouled away. I didn't mean it like that. Crowley, I'm very satisfied with the bullpen. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Can't even say with a straight face. The pitch is outside for ball 2. Folks, hit the like button. What's the viewer to like ratio? The 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss, and Marsh goes down on strikes. Bottom of the 7th coming up. It is stretch time out in Sacramento. Okay, I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Well, it only makes sense because we talked about what the longest winning streak was in Phillies history yesterday. So it's only fitting for me to ask, what is the longest Phillies losing streak in franchise history? The longest losing streak in Phillies franchise history. $31. 19. Oh, you're close. 21. Oh, you're even closer. Wow. JJ, me and wifey have a nickname for Marsh. We call him Duck because he looks like he's from the cast of Duck Dynasty. I thought you were gonna say because if you put him with a lot of if you put him with a lot of geese, he's the duck. Like Duck Duck Goose. That's funny though. 20 games? 24 games. All close. 16, says Joe. 22. 22. Oh, you're so close. Beautiful butterfly. Got it, though. And so did Julia. 23. The Phillies' longest losing streak of all time was 23 consecutive games, which they experienced from July 29th of 1961 up until August 20th of 1961. Yes. I'm in listening mode only. Well, you did good. You did very, very good. 23 games. Good job, Courtney. Courtney Gaffney. What's up, Courtney? 23 games. That is the record. Jesus Luzardo is going to go pitch. 86 total pitches for him. He's going to pitch the bottom of the 7th. Phillies looking to extend their winning streak to 10 in a row. And then they have the off day tomorrow. And they'll be facing the Atlanta Braves in a big 3-game series at the bank. Yankees and Rockies are still in a rain delay. It's been a long delay. Wow. '23. 1961. Luzardo kicks, delivers, swing and a miss. The bullpen could certainly use the off day tomorrow. 9-1-2 due up in the batting order. 0-1 pitch. It's a sweeper at 85 miles per hour. Do you think every MLB team should have retractable roofs at their ballpark? Personally, 0-2 pitch, and that's outside and low for a ball. Personally, I would say no. But I think it's cool that some of them have it. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And there's one out in the bottom of the seventh. Luzardo with 4 strikeouts in a row. It's his 9th of the ball game. God, no, keep the roofs out of the game. I like some of them having it, but I enjoy, as weird as this sounds, I like the shadows. I like the rain. It gives more element to the product, in my opinion. 0-1 pitch. That's outside for a ball. But if you're in a very rainy area, then yeah. Yeah. 1-1 pitch. And that's in there for strike 2. Yeah, 4 straight. Did I say 5 or did I say 4? 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Luzardo, swing and a line drive, foul ball. One, two, foul ball. Well, no rain in baseball, please. Why? Why? One, two pitch. Here it comes. That's a broken bat, foul ball. I like it out in the rain. Baseball, I think, is meant to be an outdoor sport. Turn on the stadium lights at night. 1, 2. That's outside for ball 2. I mean, there are some like memorable games that have been played in the rain. Two, foul ball. Right, but then wouldn't you say the same thing about football being played in the snow? Or football being played in the rain? I think it's enjoyable. It adds in an extra element to it, and you're facing something else rather than just your opponent. Like, that's what, to me, made the Fog Bowl really interesting. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the windup and the next pitch. And there's a line drive base hit. There goes the strikeout streak. And so, a 1-out single in the bottom of the 7th. Baseball was meant to be played outside. The elements bring in obstacles. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. I like it. Brent Rooker is up at the plate. And this one is lined past the dive of Turner out to left field. And Kepler plays it on the ground, throws it over to second. And there's 1 out. Here's my problem. Okay, here we go. Then the Phillies have a 3-hour rain delay for light rain and fit for 15 minutes. Yeah, well, that's different. That's different. No, because you can play with a wet football and not itself increasing injury risk. That's not true. I mean, if you have to tackle somebody on like wet turf or like it's a different sport. Tackling somebody in the snow too. I mean, ask the players themselves. It ain't easier. There's more injury that way. There's a line drive, and there's a catch by Castellanos. And 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. You have to tackle no matter what, yeah. Turf is worse. It is. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Andujar. Good discussion, though. I like this discussion. The pitch is in there for a strike. And Kotze, did he just get ejected? Did he just get tossed? He's going out there. I don't know if he got issued a warning or what's going on, but he's chirping at Roberto Ortiz. He is heated. Oh, he's hot. He's hot. Fans are chirping a little bit. According to the lip reading, I think he said, "Don't be disrespectful." I don't know if did he get ejected or did he get issued a warning? He's going over towards the left field side. Yeah, I guess that's like where he has to walk to. So I think he got ejected. Damn. JJ, you never played in the rain. If you did, you wouldn't say playing in the rain is fun. It's dangerous. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. I'm saying as a fan, it's fun to watch them play in the rain. I didn't say as a player. From a player's perspective, I can understand. But guess what? I'm sure that playing when you have a lot of shadows in baseball, that's not fun either, but playing on the mound that the Athletics have, I'm sure is not fun. There's a lot of different circumstances that I'm sure are not fun. The ball's 2 strikes. Here's the windup in the pitch. And swing and a miss. And Andujar gets ejected himself. Jesus Luzardo got fired up, and Andujar is also out of the game. There we go. It's beautiful. Andujar signaled something, and I think he just said F you to the umpire. Wow. 10 strikeouts for Luzardo. He's been great. Cha-ching. JJ, seeing wet baseballs could lead to bean balls. What are bean balls? Joe says, I think all football games should be played in the snow. Lol. And why do we have rain delays for baseball if it's not too heavy or no lightning? Because of the fans, man. Yeah. This is good. That's insane. We're going to the top of the 8th inning. Is Hogan Harris still going to pitch? I don't know. We'll see. Make sure you guys hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. Beanball is getting hit in the head with a pitch. Yeah, no, that's not fun. Crowley says, I get the ump made a bad call earlier in the at-bat, but he swung at a bad pitch. Yeah. Crazy. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And hit that bell icon. Here comes Bryson Stott to the plate. We're in the top of the 8th. The windup and the pitch. That's low and outside for a ball. Two balls, no strikes. Stott is up. And the 2-0 pitch. It's in there for a strike. JJ, are we going to have a repeat of last night? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Harris is still pitching. 2-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out towards left field. And the catch is made by Soderstrom. And as soon as I saw Hogan Harris's name, guess who I thought about? Anybody want to guess who I thought about? For those of you that watch me cover the other teams. The pitch to Turner, fly ball hit out towards left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone! 4-3, Philadelphia! The 5th homer of the season for Turner, and he is red hot. Let's go. 4-3 Phils. Bryce Harper is coming up. Trey Turner, what a day. A sac fly, an RBI single, and a solo homer. The pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The ratio, what is the ratio? The viewer to like ratio, or the like to viewer ratio? What is it? Let's go. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryce Harper. Harper today, hitless in 3 at-bats. And the 1-1 to Bryce. Strike 2. And by the way, I was thinking of Tobias Harris. That's the guy I was thinking of. As soon as I saw Hogan Harris out there, I was like, uh-oh, Tobias Harris. 1-2, foul ball. One-two pitch to Harper. Fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field. And there is Clark, and I'll make the catch for out number 2. Denzel Clark didn't really have to move a whole bunch. Phillies looking good right now. Yes, they are. Kyle Schwarber's up. Phillies lead it by 1. And Schwarber takes a fastball right down the middle for a strike. You like Tobias Harris? He's been good in Detroit. No. I was not a fan of Tobias Harris. I rooted for him, but I was not a fan. I did like the trade when the Sixers got him, along with Mike Scott and Boban Marjanovic, but didn't work out well. 1-1 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle for a base hit, and Kyle Schwarber gets on with a 2-out single. There's the ratio. 330 watching, 143 likes. Let's keep the likes coming. And we are going to have a pitching change with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. Did we ever get to 400 last night, JJ? No. We got to, I think, 267 likes last night. Still pretty good. I'll still take that. Probably says, yeah, it didn't go well. Yeah. I seen something like that, Larry, where they pointed out about missed calls. Yeah, the calls have gotten worse, for sure. Steve says ever since Tobias left the Sixers, ever since Tobias left Philly, the Sixers have been trash, and the Pistons have been a playoff contender. Maybe Morey made a mistake. Maybe Daryl Morey didn't give him enough crumble cookies. Maybe he needed to give him more just to keep him here. Ronald, what's up, Ronald? Oilers, did they win 6-1? Oh, I can't wait to watch the highlights of that game. Oh, I gotta get my starting lineups ready for the Mets game. No post game show after this, because I gotta eat some din, as they call it. Is that what they call it, din? I gotta eat some dinner. Maybe I really am a Gen Z guy. But yeah, got dinner after this. Who's going to pitch for the Phillies in the bottom of the 8th? Don't know. What's up, Ronald? That dirt in the bullpen looks like concrete. Again, welcome to minor league baseball. Even though it's Major League Baseball. If the Phillies sweep the Braves, JJ has to shave his beard and wear his hat backwards. You know, Bryce did it. Bryce had the buzz cut. If it ain't broke, I ain't fixing it. First pitch to Castellanos. Check swing, did he go? He did. Where's Michael? Then you can have supper after that. Yes. 0-1, swing and a miss. What's for dinner, JJ? Good question. Macaroni salad and steak. Or hamburgers, I'm sorry. Today I don't really. I've been really actually eating better and physically exercising more. But today I'm going to be a little bit laid back. 0-2 pitch. This one's fouled away. Wait, Romano's going to pitch today? I don't know. Maybe Nola's going to pitch today. Just kidding. 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. That one rung him up. That was Ferguson that was pitching. He just threw 3 strikes to Nick Castellanos. 1, 2, 3 strikes, and he's out. We're going to the bottom of the 8th inning at the old ball game. Today is a cheat day. Yeah, it's a cheat day. That's the way to say it. Back on the grind tomorrow. Sounds like a nice dinner. Yeah. I'm excited. Stay tuned, though, for after this game because, again, 7 o'clock, we got Sunday Night Baseball. I hope that you guys join us for that. Dodgers and Mets. It'll be a Mets hate watch party. A Mets lose watch party. We actually, if we're being real with ourselves, the Mets are behind us in the NL East. I get it. But we really should actually technically be rooting for the Dodgers to lose because, again, we're in first place and they're not far behind us. But there's still plenty of baseball left, and I want that division lead. So I'm technically rooting for the Mets to lose. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. How come whether you eat 1 stalk of asparagus or 20, it makes your, you know what, stink? I don't know. Ask Siri. Or just ask the rest of chat. Maybe somebody has an answer. Are the Phillies off tomorrow? Phillies are off tomorrow. I will never root for the Mets. Strom's going to pitch. Figured one of the two was going to pitch. And Shea Langeliers, is he pinch hitting here? No, it's Arias. First pitch, fly ball hit out towards left center field. And Marsh goes back over towards the alleyway, makes the grab. One pitch, one away. Strom's ERA is at 2.61. 26 Ks in 21 innings of work. The Mutts don't get a bone. Yeah. I gotta root for the Dodgers. I don't like that. One out, and Davidson's up. And he takes the pitch inside for ball one. Are the Yankees going to finish this game? Bryn! What's up, Bryn? 1-0. It's a front door slider, but it's just taken for a ball. King Ballmer's back. King! How you doing? How are you, my friend? 2 balls, no strikes. The windup, the pitch, and it misses inside for ball 3. I'll gladly root for the Dodgers if it's the Mets. Yeah. We'll be on for it. And then we gotta watch the Knicks too. 3-0 pitch, just inside for ball 4, and the tying run is aboard. Taking a look at the out-of-town scores. The Marlins lead it 3-0 against the Halos. They're going to the 8th inning. Yankees and Rockies still in a rain delay. It's 4-2 New York. They're in the top of the 5th. Orioles did win against the Red Sox 5-1. Here's the pitch to Butler. It's outside for a ball. This is a big matchup here. Butler versus Strom. Lefty versus lefty. The Brewers hung on and beat the Pirates 6-5. The Giants hung on and got dicey in the 9th inning, but Ryan Walker did get his 10th save of the season. The 1-0, swing and a miss. And how about the Rays shutting out the Blue Jays by a baker's dozen, 13-0. You heard that correct. And the White Sox lost 5-4 to the Rangers. Cardinals came out on top against the Diamondbacks 4-3. Padres lead at 4-3 against the Braves in the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 pitch, line drive, base hit, over towards the right field corner. Castellanos does get over to it. Butler's rounding second. He'll go to third. The tying run comes in the score. It's a brand new ball game. It's an RBI triple for Lawrence Butler. It's 4-4 in the bottom of the 8th. Wow. That pitch was actually inside, and Butler was able to turn on it. And he ran for his life. Passing second base. Every time he runs, the helmet just comes flying off. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul ball. Shante, what's going on? Willie McIver, hitless in 3 at-bats. Infield playing in now, of course. The go-ahead runs at third. 0-1 pitch. Fly ball hit out towards center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. The Athletics will take the lead. It's 5-4. And Strom gives up the hold. And also gives up the lead as well. Wow. Now the question is, and obviously they got to get out of the inning, but who's going to pitch the 9th? It's not going to be Miller. Brandon Clark is up, and time is called. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. Is this a replay of yesterday's game? The pitch, here it is, swing and a miss. Captain Nerdy Monster, thank you so much. Appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Clark in the series, 0 for 9 with 7 strikeouts. 0-2 pitch. It's high and away for a ball. "12 pitches for Strom. He gave up the lead. 1 out. Runner on at first. And here's the 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. There's a strikeout. 2 away. And by the way, Luzardo will not get the win. Keep it a 1-run deficit, Phils. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Here's Wilson, and he launches this one foul, and it goes towards the rooftop. And out of play. Game over. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. The pitch, it's outside for a ball. Strom kicks, fires, and it's upstairs for ball 2. Alvarado's pitching the 9th in the skies. White paint. Oh my gosh, stop, Joe. Joe. 2-1 pitch. It's inside for ball 3. Joe, come on. Wilson today, 3 for 3. 2 away in the bottom of the 8th. Phillies down by a run. 3-1 pitch from Strom. This one's fouled back. It is a great game. As a baseball fan. 3-2 pitch, here it comes. And Wilson swings at ball 4, fouls it off. He's chirping at himself. On deck is Brent Rooker. Rooker and Wilson today, 6 for 7 combined. Three-two pitch, here it comes. This one's popped up. It's hit out towards shallow center field. Who's going to get it? Marsh calls off Kepler, makes the grab, and we're heading to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Phillies to at least try to tie the game here. Kepler, JT, and Bohm are coming up. All right. You know what time it is. It's time for me to step up. What's up, folks? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those bell icons, too. Oof. I gotta rise and shine. Gotta tell the bats to wake up. It's time to wake up, bats. Everybody tell the Phillies bats in the chat to wake the heck up. You got a winning streak in jeopardy. It's at 9 wins. You're down to your final 3 outs. Stop the pouting. Get up to the plate. Get the lead back. Tie the game first. And get that W. Don't go crying. Let's go. Wasn't until Strom blew it. Yeah. It happened. It happened. It happened. Whatever. We got to tie the game. We got a job to do. We got a job to do, folks. Let's go! Charge! Wake the F up. Miller throws hard. It almost hurts him with the long ball. I don't think he's pitching today because he pitched terrible in the first two outings. Is he really going to pitch? He is going to pitch. Isn't he? Kepler's up. Can he do it again? Can he do it again? Wow. Please. Please, please, please. Can they do it again to Mason Miller? Gosh. He is. He's going to pitch. They're like, you know what? We're just going to pitch the heck out of you, man. Kepler's up. See if he gives him a fastball again. First pitch. Check swing. He went around. It was a slider. Got a $5 super chat. Takes Castellanos too long to get to the balls. Without Rojas, our outfield is way too slow, says Jack. 0-1 pitch to Kepler. That's a foul ball that goes out of play. I hear you. The run would have scored anyways, though, Jack. That's on Matt Strom. I hear you with the outfielders. I get it. But Strom can't make that pitch. 0-2, it's outside for a ball. Miller is pitching. 3 nights in a row. I'm shocked. The Phillies would never. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. There's a ground ball. Sliding stop at the first baseman. The throw over to first is in time. Miller does catch it and tags the bag. 1 away. Phillies are 1 for 5 with runners in scoring position. The A's are on an 11-game losing streak. Phillies' winning streak is now in jeopardy. Miller will face JT. The pitch, swing and a miss at a fastball at 101 miles per hour. Miller's ERA is at a 6.11. 0-1 pitch. It's outside for a ball. I guess to be fair, he hasn't pitched. I mean, it was May 17th before the 2 outings, but even still. 1-1 pitch on the way. Strike 2. It's a slider at 87. Thanks for the $5 super chat. Miller comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss. And JT is down on strikes, and the Phillies are down to their final outs. And it's up to Alec Bohm here. Swing for the fences, Alec. Come on. First pitch to Bohm. That pitch should have been called a strike, but it's called a ball by Roberto Ortiz. It was at the knees. Bohm 1 for 3. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. That fastball was at triple digits. 101. Miller not wasting any time. Comes set just above the belt. Kicks, deals, and the pitch. There's a line drive that's played on the bounce by the second baseman. He makes the play on a bounce, throws it over to first, and Bohm beats out the throw. It's an infield single for Alec Bohm, and that's gonna. I think the Phillies are gonna put in a pinch runner here for Alec. That was hit just off the end of the bat. And the second baseman, Urias, played it on a hop towards the back of the infield and threw it over to first. And Rojas will pinch run. And Brandon Marsh is up. They're not done yet. The toss back to first, and Rojas gets back in there as he dives in there safely. Charge! 2 outs, top of the ninth. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. The first pitch is up high. The throw to second base to get Rojas. He is out at second base. He is out at second, and the Phillies, I think, are going to challenge this. Miller goes to hug the catcher. We'll see. He did not. I don't think he got a good jump. I don't think he got a good jump. And they will probably check this. It is a challenge by Rob Thompson. See on the replay here. Everybody knew he was going to run. I think his hand may. I don't know. It's close. His left hand may have just gotten in there. And now we wait. Will the game continue? Or is that it? The call on the field is confirmed, and he is out, and that is the ball game. And that's going to break the winning streak for the Phillies. And that also breaks the losing streak for the Athletics. So the Athletics win. They come back and beat the Phillies by a final score of 5-4. And the Phillies are going to have the off day tomorrow, and they'll be back in action on Tuesday. Wow, that was disappointing. No post-game show from me. I do thank you all so much for being on here and for tuning on into this. Not the way that you wanted the game to end. Not the way that you wanted the series to end, for sure. But, yeah, that was annoying. The fact that they gave up the lead in the 8th inning was annoying, for sure. Rojas going there. I mean, everybody knew he was going to go. It was a good throw by the catcher, and he, again, just did not get a good jump. Yeah, I don't know. Leaves a sour taste in your mouth. I'll let that marinate. We'll talk more about it when we come back on for the 7 o'clock game, and we'll do the Mets-Dodgers game. But right now, I got to go eat some dinner. I do. I got to go eat some dinner. I need to get up. I need to stretch. I do want to thank you all so much for tuning on in. Annoying loss, for sure. Jesus Luzardo didn't look good in the first inning, but then he settled down. Phillies had a lot of chances to put up runs with bases loaded in the second. They also had an opportunity in the fourth to not just get one run, but to get multiple runs there. And, yeah, they didn't do good today. They did not do good today, but they lose, and now let's see if they can at least take 2 out of 3 against the Atlanta Braves. All right? Love you all. Lila Tove, good night. Did I miss any super chats? Let me see if I missed any super chats. It's too bad. It's a really weird way to lose. See you all tonight. He got a bad jump. I still don't know if I would have stolen right there. Yeah. Luzardo manned up, did what he had to do, and I thought that he did fine after the first inning. So, weird loss. It's a weird one. I'm not getting overly down, but yeah. All right, go eat. Bye-bye. Love you all. See you very soon.